From the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, my name is Jason Bryant. We'd like to welcome you to this presentation of college wrestling. It's the WCWA Semifinals with King University and Campbellsville. We'll get action going at 101 pounds. We'll meet a former cadet world champion. This is Marina striking first with the 2-point takedown. She is in the blue for the Tornado of King University out of Bristol, Tennessee. Right there on the Tennessee-Virginia line. Her opponent, a freshman out of Azle, Texas. This is Ruby Ariosa for Campbellsville. And we'll get a fresh start, and we'll come back up to our feet, and we'll see that is a difference from what you've seen on the other mats here this weekend in Fort Wayne. We're wrestling freestyle, the Olympic style of wrestling. The women's college wrestling division, the WCWA, wrestles freestyle. And you see the official there with the blue shirt, and there are 3 officials per mat. 2 of the 3 have to agree on the points for them to go up. And right now you're going to see Doi work on what's called an ankle lace. Going to pick it up, and anytime you expose your opponent's back to the mat, that's going to be 2 points. Similarities between college and high school wrestling and freestyle. All takedowns are 2. We've got a couple different scoring sequences. That'll score 4. But right now, this match is over because in freestyle, it's 10-0. A 10-point spread is a technical superiority, and that will give King 4 team points. The team scoring is also a little bit different. We'll keep you abreast of that. But Marina wasting no time at all getting this duel rolling as King University and Coach Jason Mormon. You see him appear on screen talking to his athlete coming to the mat at 109 pounds. Jason Mormon's team has won the last 2 WCWA national championships, and they've won the last 2 WCWA dual meet championships here in Fort Wayne. There you see a shot of Lee Miracle, the Campbellsville coach. Long career on the international mats with the Navy wrestling team. Go to 109 and meet Breeonah Neal from King. Again in the blue for the Tornado. Her opponent, Maria Ramos of Campbellsville. Ramos, a state runner-up last year against the boys in Virginia, my home state, out of Chilhowie, Virginia. That is right off the 81 corridor in Southwest Virginia. Actually not that far away from Bristol. No scoring there as we've gotten a fresh start. We'll come back to the mat. Breeonah Neal, a junior out of Clemens, North Carolina, West Forsyth High School. Going to score 2 with a go behind. Now going to work with a high gut. Turns the opponent over. There's 2 from the official called for. Trying to work the gut wrench over again. Freestyle wrestling, fast pace, a lot of scoring. Now quickly 6 on the board. And you'll get about 15 to 20 seconds in the down position. That's actually called parterre internationally. That's Parterre. In case you're wondering, quick slide by for 2 more. As the 2 points on the second turn was not confirmed. We'll use that term confirmation throughout the course of today's action. So Neal up 6-0. We'll get a fresh start. Neal, returning All-American, 4th a year ago. And as a freshman, actually competed for Campbellsville, transferred into King. Another shuck for 2 more. That's going to put Neal up 8-0, and this one's 2 points away from ending. And there's 2 on the turn. And you'll see the judge referee, the judge in the chair, confirm the call. Quick 10 points, a quick technical superiority, a technical fall victory for Breeonah Neal. 4 more points on the board for King. And as we head to 116 pounds, we'll let you know that a fall is worth 5 team points. Technical falls, where there's a 10-point spread, they're worth 4 points. A decision, which is any victory with 9 points or less, will get you 3 points. But you can also score team points in a loss. If you score an offensive point and do not get pinned, you will score a team point for your team. But right now we have not seen that, as King is out to quick 8-0 lead after a back-to-back text by Doi and Neal. Now we'll meet Samantha Klingel of King and her opponent Fitzppatrick of Campbellsville. Klingel's had a bit of an injury-riddled career. Senior out of Pleasant Valley High School in Pennsylvania. Crescoville, just north of Allentown. Her opponent, another Pennsylvania native out of Yardley, Pennsylvania. Pennsbury High School is Fitzpatrick, a sophomore. Fifth a year ago at the WCWA Nationals. And a 1-point lead for Klingel. And there's another difference between folk style and freestyle. You drive your opponent out of bounds with an action. That will net in a 1-point step out. So Klingel with a 2-0 lead. Slide by attempt by Fitzpatrick goes nowhere. Klingel counters for 2, and that is confirmed. Sometimes they might rule those situations a slip. We'll explain those as we get to them. 2 more on the high gut, so quickly a 6-0 lead for Klingel here in the first minute. There are 2 3-minute periods in freestyle wrestling. And if a score is tied at the end of the bout, we go to what's called criteria. There is no overtime. We'll explain that situation as it comes close throughout the course of this duel. Small colleges is where you're seeing the growth of women's college wrestling. Klingel trying to push Fitzpatrick to the edge again with that collar tie to the inside. Now drives in with the leg. Shelfs it, finishes for 2 more. The head goes out of bounds, so we'll bring him back to the center. So 8-0 lead for King University's Samantha Klingel. King University, NCAA Division II institution, while Campbellsville, an NAIA institution. King actually started its women's wrestling program while still an NAIA program. There's a couple Division II schools with women's wrestling. Simon Fraser up in British Columbia is another. McKendree also another. And Klingel going to finish the 2 and finish the match. Back-to-back-to-back techs. And King rolling here after the first 3, up 12-0 as we head to break.